You good?
Mush game, scratch game, sniper game, statue grab, sneaking geek.
New footage is exploding across social media, dragging Kodak Black and Pooh Shiesty back into headlines they haven't shared in years. Timelines are melting down, fans are arguing non-stop, and the story is twisting fast. In this video, we break down what's actually going on. The real history, the real beef, and the truth behind the viral claims. Before the drama, the respect that started it all. Before the disagreements, before the social media noise, Kodak Black and Pooh Shiesty were linked by something simpler: respect. Their paths never fully overlapped, yet their stories trailed the same southern highways, shaped by regional soundscapes that defined a generation of trap artists. And for a brief moment, both men stood on the same side of influence. In early 2021, long before any tension surfaced, Pooh Shiesty spoke openly about who shaped his artistry. During a hot new hip-hop interview, he quietly placed Kodak Black in his top 5 favorite rappers, a list that revealed more than preference. It revealed lineage. He didn't frame it as fandom. He framed it as recognition. Kodak's work had slipped into the background of his creative development, leaving echoes he carried into his own music.
Put your shit on him.
I'm lit like
Yes,
this. I like.
put your what's the name? Your watch on.
I like this.
Yeah, I like that shit too.
Yeah.
I like the beast look too.
Yeah.
But I'll shoot them up a long way. Not if.
Kodak Black, already years into national attention, represented a particular branch of Florida trap: melodic, raw, unfiltered. His verses often drifted between personal reflection and street-coded urgency, a duality that gave younger artists a blueprint for emotional grit. Pooh Shiesty's Memphis approach was different, sharper, more percussive, built around an aggressive cadence sharpened by his environment. Yet the connection was unmistakable. Both drew from Southern tradition. Both carried a slurred, deliberate delivery. Both balanced confidence with vulnerability, even when their lyrics didn't show it plainly. Fans noticed these parallels early. Side-by-side comparisons filled timelines, not as accusations, but as acknowledgments. People pointed out their shared themes: rising fast, confronting pressure, navigating sudden visibility. Their sounds weren't identical, but they resonated in the same frequencies. For many listeners, it felt like they were part of the same extended artistic family, Florida and Memphis reaching across state lines. What mattered most, though, was the tone between the two artists. Their early interactions were calm, no tension, no competitive undertones, just the quiet understanding that their careers existed within the same evolving landscape. Respect came first, long before ego or misunderstanding had the chance to interfere. But the music industry rarely leaves relationships untouched, and as both men continued climbing, pressures outside their control began to swirl. The admiration remained, but the environment around them was shifting. What happened next would push that early respect into unfamiliar territory. The money spread meltdown, how a trend sparked a social media war. The tension didn't begin with music. It began with a gesture, a familiar image in hip-hop culture, repeated thousands of times across timelines. In March 2021, the simple act of spreading cash across one's forearms became the spark that pushed Kodak Black and Pooh Shiesty into an unexpected public dispute. Kodak had just returned home after receiving a presidential pardon on federal gun charges. His release drew intense attention, and in the silence that follows major headlines, he slipped back into social media with a mix of confidence and reflection. During one live stream, he insisted that the now ubiquitous money spread trend, fanning bills for the camera, was something he helped pioneer. For him, it wasn't about ownership as much as it was about legacy, but the internet read it differently.
Hey, listen! Hey, man, listen, man! Hey, ABK, anybody? Man, listen, man, listen. Get your ass, hey, man, you heard me? Stop.
Cutthroat business type shit. Keep that shit cute, player. Keep that shit cute, man. We grown up.
While joking around with his crew, Kodak echoed a familiar sound, the sharp, blurred ad-lib tied unmistakably to Pooh Shiesty's breakout hit Back in Blood. It wasn't framed as aggression. It wasn't even directed at Pooh. Yet online culture rarely allows ambiguity. Within minutes, fans clipped the moment, tagged Pooh repeatedly, and framed it as a targeted provocation. Pooh noticed. His response came quickly and without hesitation. On Instagram stories, he called Kodak's actions lame, a brief statement that carried more weight than its length suggested. He followed it with old photos and videos of himself as a child, already using the money spread pose long before Kodak entered mainstream visibility. These posts weren't insults. They were evidence meant to reclaim personal history. Kodak doubled down, insisting again on his influence and adding, "That blur'd really be mine." To him, it was a territorial assertion within hip-hop culture. To fans, it looked like the opening shot of a feud. But the truth wasn't so simple. Underneath the noise, there was no deep hostility, no long-standing rivalry, just two artists caught in a rapid cycle of online interpretation. What should have been a minor disagreement expanded under the weight of a restless audience, each side convinced the other meant more than what was said. Still, one question lingered. Could this small misunderstanding grow into something larger? Miami night. Kodak and Pooh link up and shut down the beef. By the time May 2021 rolled around, something unexpected happened. Kodak Black and Pooh Shiesty crossed paths in Miami, and instead of tension, the moment turned into a reset. After weeks of online chatter, fan speculation, and rapid-fire reactions, the two rappers finally stood face to face. And what followed proved just how thin the line can be between conflict and clarity in the age of social media. It started with a short clip that began circulating online. Kodak and Pooh appeared together on Instagram Live, not arguing, not sending subliminals, but laughing. The kind of relaxed laughter that immediately told fans everything had cooled off. They were standing side by side, dapping each other and showing mutual respect without needing long speeches or explanations. It was simple, natural, and unexpectedly wholesome for two artists the internet had tried to pit against each other.
I do wish you were ugly though. Most definitely. Trust.
Free Hank.
All that.
Free Hank. I don't live them members. Know what's going on.
Yeah.
Kodak even went a step further. When a post surfaced about how artists should handle disagreements maturely, Kodak dropped a supportive comment. "Can relate." It wasn't just a random response. It was a clear signal that he wasn't carrying any leftover frustration. If anything, it showed he preferred mutual understanding over letting a temporary misunderstanding turn into something bigger. The moment also revealed something important. The original tension never had deep roots. There was no long history behind it, no real personal betrayal, just timing, ego, and the way online reactions can magnify small things until they look huge. Fans on both sides had escalated the conversation faster than either artist intended. But that Miami link-up changed everything. Once they showed the world they were cool, the noise died instantly. No backtracking, no lingering comments, no revisiting the argument. The energy was calm, respectful, even friendly, and that was it. The beef ended as quickly as it began. Since that day, the two have had no public problems, no renewed drama, and no negativity between them. The Miami night became the turning point, proving that sometimes all it takes to end a feud is two people choosing real-life clarity over online confusion. Kodak's victory lap: music, money, and momentum, 2024-2025. By late 2024, Kodak Black had entered a new phase of his career, one defined not only by music but by influence, strategy, and a growing public presence. The years since his presidential pardon had been marked by both reflection and ambition, a duality reflected in the projects he released and the moves he made outside the studio. He began with Dieu son octave, an introspective mixtape under his birth name, exploring personal growth alongside familiar street narratives. It was followed by Trill Bill, a project that returned to the high-energy, melodic trap that first earned him attention. He began with Dieu son octave, an introspective mixtape under his birth name, exploring personal growth alongside familiar street narratives. It was followed by Trill Bill, a project that returned to the high-energy, melodic trap that first earned him attention. Gift for the Streets, released in December 2024, and Cutthroat Bill, Volume 1, launched in early 2025, solidified his momentum. Each project charted on Billboard and brought streams in the millions, a testament to a fan base that remained loyal despite years of public scrutiny. Singles like Cluck, Single Again, and Shampoo carried both catchy hooks and the weight of experience, blending bravado with reflection. Recognition soon followed in tangible form. On June 25, 2024, Drowning achieved Diamond certification, a rare milestone that joined a growing collection of multi-platinum and platinum projects. The achievement was more than numbers. It was a marker of sustained relevance in an industry that rarely grants second chances without proof of persistence and adaptability. Kodak's resurgence extended beyond the studio. He headlined major events, Rolling Loud California in 2024, Summer Smash Festival, and numerous 2025 tour dates across cities like Miami and Los Angeles. Each performance was a demonstration of his enduring appeal and his ability to translate streaming success into live energy that commanded attention. Outside music, Kodak expanded into business, launching a fashion brand that diversified his portfolio. Forbes highlighted his growing net worth, which reached approximately $7 million by 2025, reflecting a combination of streaming royalties, endorsements, and strategic investments. At the same time, he maintained a commitment to philanthropy, giving away 1-800 turkeys in his Pompano Beach community and continuing support for youth programs, demonstrating a concern for legacy beyond personal gain. With over 99 singles, a strong presence on global streaming platforms, and a reputation as a veteran figure in trap music, Kodak Black exemplifies a rare combination: raw street credibility paired with strategic growth. His journey through the highs and lows of public life had forged an artist who now moved with both confidence and purpose, shaping not only his music but the broader culture that once defined him. Pooh Shiesty reloaded, a post-prison surge back into rap. In October 2025, a pivotal moment arrived for Pooh Shiesty. After serving roughly 3 years in federal prison, he stepped back into a world that had not waited for him to return. The landscape of trap music had shifted, yet his influence remained, quietly threaded through the streaming numbers, the social media buzz, and the lingering impact of earlier hits. The question on everyone's mind was not whether he would return, but how. Upon release on October 7, 2025, Pooh reconnected immediately with Gucci Mane's 1017 Records, reaffirming a partnership that had guided his ascent. The label's support offered structure and momentum, providing a platform for his return while reinforcing the continuity of his career. It was a reminder that even after interruption, an artist's foundation can endure, and sometimes resilience matters more than timing.
Have your back because you need it.
Shiesty Season, his platinum-certified debut mixtape, continued to resonate with listeners, its impact measured not just in charts but in cultural relevance. The single Back in Blood had long surpassed 400 million YouTube views, a testament to both its enduring popularity and the tribute it paid to King Von. The record's influence served as a bridge between past success and future potential, connecting fans old and new in a shared appreciation of his craft. By Thanksgiving 2025, Pooh was already hinting at what was next. A snippet titled "First Day Out" circulated widely on social media, capturing his signature aggressive cadence and the now famous blurred ad-libs. It went viral within days, generating thousands of likes, reposts, and comments, signaling that fans were ready for a full-scale comeback. On X, his freestyles drew similar attention, reaffirming his place as a voice that commands engagement. Streaming platforms mirrored the excitement. With roughly 4 million monthly listeners, Pooh's numbers demonstrated that his influence had not waned during incarceration. Listeners streamed old favorites and new teasers alike, bridging absence with anticipation. The combination of legacy tracks, viral snippets, and strategic label support positioned him for what could become one of the most highly anticipated returns in Southern rap. Yet the story of Pooh Shiesty in 2025 is not merely about statistics. It is about momentum regained, opportunities reclaimed, and a voice re-emerging with clarity and purpose. His trajectory stands as both a testament to resilience and a reminder that in the modern music landscape, relevance is a continuous negotiation, one that Pooh Shiesty is now navigating with precision and intensity. Through rivalry, respect, setbacks, and resurgence, Kodak Black and Pooh Shiesty's journeys reveal more than music. They reveal the fragility and resilience of human ambition. Influence can inspire, miscommunication can mislead, and yet, the capacity to rise again defines a life more than any feud. In the end, it's not the battles we fight, but the legacies we leave. What will you remember when the noise fades? Share your thoughts below.